Okay, so our last deep dive, we were talking about if aliens really exist.
Yeah.
And wow, you guys had some thoughts.
Yeah.
So many messages.
A lot of people are out there think we're not alone.
I know, right? But this time, we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
And we're going to say, hypothetically, they do exist.
Right.
But what if they show up? Like tomorrow.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Well, that's a whole other question.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what this deep dive is about.
All right.
So we've got some cool stuff to look at today. There's a NASA video.
Okay.
We're going to do some Wikipedia deep dives and even a National Geographic article about why, we haven't actually found ET yet.
Interesting.
There's a lot to unpack here, but we kind of have to start with the basics.
Yeah.
Is there even any science out there that backs this whole thing up?
Exactly.
You can't just jump into invasion plans without some evidence.
Right. Well, the NASA video that we have, there's a scientist, and they make a really interesting point. They basically say that while we haven't found any alien life yet, microbial life is found basically everywhere we've looked on Earth.
So even in the grossest, most the most extreme places, there's teeny tiny life. That's kind of wild.
It is. And what we consider habitable keeps changing,
Oh, that's interesting.
We used to think you needed liquid water in this temperature range and that temperature range.
Right.
And now we're looking at icy moons and we're like, wait a minute.
Oh, so you're saying instead of little green guys, it could be little ice guys.
Well, I don't know about the little green guys, but it's just the universe is vast, and what we consider life could be totally different on another planet.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But okay, even if those microbes are chilling on a moon somewhere, what about the Brady aliens? Okay. The ones that have spaceships and lasers.
Right. Where are they?
Okay. Well, that's where we kind of move into speculation.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's fun to think about.
For sure.
I don't know who hasn't seen that Face on Mars picture, from way back when. Yeah. Even that, obviously it turned out to be just rocks.
Sure.
But, people were losing their minds about aliens. Yeah. For a second.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
If there are aliens out there, why haven't they contacted us yet?
That's a good question.
I mean, statistically, the universe is massive.
Right.
Statistically, someone should have buzzed us by now, don't you think?
Well, this is a question scientists have been thinking about for, ever.
Right.
But there's a theory that they talk about in this National Geographic article that suggests that, maybe we are in a cosmic quiet zone.
A quiet zone?
Yeah,
our part of space is, on Do Not Disturb.
Basically, yeah.
Interesting.
Imagine alien signals are radio waves.
Okay.
And if those signals are kind of rare and spread out, we might just be in a gap,
So we're just stuck in cosmic radio silence?
Maybe.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say they do find us.
Okay.
What's their deal?
Yeah.
Are they friendly explorers?
Right.
Are they here to steal our resources, make us their pets?
We always go to those extremes.
I know, but it's fun to think about.
It is fun.
What if they're super eco-conscious and they're here to help us?
Yeah.
And they're here's how to solve climate change.
Yeah.
Right.
It's possible, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's fun to think about.
Yeah, for sure. But we have to think about this is a species that we don't know anything about.
Right.
With technology that who knows.
Right. And that brings up another point.
Yeah.
If things go south, are we even ready for an alien invasion?
That's a good question.
Could we actually defend Earth?
I mean, how do you prepare for something you have no knowledge of?
I don't know. It's trying to study for a test where you don't even know what subject it is.
Right.
Yeah. Well, in that case, nuke them.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay.
I bet that's the first thing any government would try.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
There's literally a Russian document that talks about using nukes against aliens.
Right.
So I'm just saying.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I know.
Yeah.
But I feel that's...
Nukes have pretty serious consequences.
Obviously.
For us and for the aliens.
And use-lose.
Yeah. A lot of destruction.
Yeah, maybe nukes are off the table. Yeah. But, seriously, what's the takeaway from all this alien talk?
Yeah.
Even if they never show up,
right?
What can we learn from all this speculation?
I think the biggest thing is to be critical thinkers.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you hear about aliens. Look at the evidence, consider different viewpoints, and, like, just don't get swept up in the hype.
So be curious, but don't lose your head in the stars. Right?
Exactly.
I just want to give another shout out to Micky from Mickytolife. His channel is a treasure trove of inspiration, and he's a huge Sip and Talk fan.
Absolutely. Make sure to check him out and maybe even share your awesome podcast intro with him once you've created it. Appreciate the scale of the universe. Just this tiny little planet.
We are.
In this massive cosmic ocean.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like humbling.
It is.
But also kind of inspiring, right?
It is. Yeah. It really makes you wonder what else is out there.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the big question.
Okay.
What happens if they land tomorrow?
So aliens land tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's your first move?
Oh, man. Probably panic.
Right.
Like a being from another planet.
Yeah.
With tech we can't even, like, fathom.
Right.
It'd be mind-blowing and terrifying.
It would turn everything we know upside down.
100%. Like, what do you even say to an alien? Like, hi, welcome to Earth.
Right.
Want to grab a burger?
Right.
Like, would they even get it?
I don't know. Maybe they have some crazy universal translator. Or,
right.
You know, maybe it's not even words. Maybe it's, like, vibes.
Ooh, that's trippy.
Yeah.
But, okay, here's another thought. What if we don't even recognize them as aliens?
Okay.
Like, what if they're not, like, little green dudes?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Right.
A sentient cloud of gas, giant space slug.
I mean, our minds tend to go to what we know.
Right.
But who knows what's out there?
That's true.
You know?
Total Star Trek vibes.
Yeah.
Like, remember that episode with the giant space amoeba?
Okay. Let's stay focused.
I know, I'm just saying.
But the point is, like, what if their tech makes ours look like stone tools?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Could we even defend ourselves?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Right.
Like, no chance of, like, you know, Independence Day heroics.
Right.
Hacking their mothership with a computer virus.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Right.
But also, like, advanced tech doesn't necessarily equal aggression.
That's true.
Like, they could be peaceful explorers.
Okay.
Scientists, maybe even, like, refugees from a dying planet.
Okay, true. Yeah. But let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Right.
What if they are hostile? Like, if they see us as a threat, or worse, a tasty snack.
Right.
How do we even stand a chance?
That's the $1 million question.
Right.
It's hard to strategize against the unknown.
Yeah.
But I actually think, like, our best bet might be diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
Yeah.
You mean like talking our way out of an alien invasion?
Yeah, hear me out.
Okay.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
Like, if we can understand their motives for their culture, we might be able to find, like, common ground, avoid conflict.
I see your point. But what if they're, like, you know, those aliens from Arrival?
Okay.
You know, speaking some weird inky language that, like, messes with our minds. How do you negotiate with that?
In that case, we might need, like, some serious linguistic backup.
Okay.
Maybe a philosopher or two.
I don't even know if they could handle it. Maybe we should just, like, cross our fingers and hope for the best.
Preparing for the worst isn't a bad idea either.
True.
You know, we don't want to be caught totally off guard if a giant spaceship appears in the sky. Speaking
of, I wonder what alien fashion would be like.
Okay.
Like, do you think they wear clothes?
We're getting sidetracked again.
I know.
Okay.
It's just, this is fun to talk about.
It is fun.
This is what this whole deep dive's about.
It is, yeah. And who knows, maybe someday we will have the answers.
Imagine sipping cosmic cocktails with our new alien buddies.
That's a thought.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like me, you, and like a seven-eyed alien. Just like sharing stories, swapping like intergalactic travel tips.
You're definitely the optimist in this duo.
Hey, gotta stay open-minded.
Yeah, true.
But on a serious note, this whole conversation has really put things into perspective.
Yeah.
Like, all of our little earthly problems seem kind of small compared to, like, the vastness of the universe.
I agree. Like, thinking about the possibility of other life forms out there, it makes you realize how interconnected everything really is.
It's like all our differences here on Earth
like,
don't seem so big anymore.
Right.
When you think about the, like, the cosmic scale of things.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, like, what role do we play in the grand scheme of the universe?
Are we destined to be alone in this massive cosmic ocean?
Right.
Or will we someday, like, join a community of, like, galactic civilizations?
Only time will tell.
I know.
But until then, you know, we got to keep exploring, keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Keep our minds open.
Well said.
Yeah.
All this alien talk has made me thirsty. Maybe we should grab a drink and keep pondering these cosmic mysteries.
Sounds like a plan.
Right.
But before we do, I have one final thought-provoking question for our listeners.
Ooh, lay it on us.
Okay. Imagine you encounter an alien.
Okay.
Not just, like, a glimpse, but, like, a real face-to-face meeting.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Right.
Terrified? Excited? Curious?
That's a great question to leave everyone with.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, this question of whether aliens exist, it's not just about science.
Right.
It's about, like, our hopes and our fears.
Yeah.
Our sense of wonder about the unknown.
It challenges us to think beyond ourselves and, like, consider the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our planet.
Well said.
Right.
Now about that drink.
All right, so we're back.
We are.
Feeling refreshed.
Yeah.
You know, while we were grabbing drinks, I was thinking,
Yeah?
what if alien tourism was, like, a thing?
That's a fun thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, imagine booking a trip to a planet with purple skies and glowing plants and rivers of liquid methane.
Sign me up.
I'd go. I'd totally go.
Right.
Probably pack a hazmat suit just in case.
Probably a good idea. But beyond, like, the scenery, think about the culture.
Oh, yeah.
Like, their art.
Yeah.
Their music.
Right.
Their social custom.
You'd be like nothing we've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we think we have some pretty wild music festivals here. But, like, can you imagine an intergalactic rave?
Yeah.
With aliens, like, jamming out on instruments made of, like, pulsating crystals?
You'd be amazing.
Okay, now that is an image.
Yeah.
I would pay good money to see that.
I know.
But in all seriousness, like, the potential for cultural exchange would be, like, mind-blowing.
For sure.
Like, we could learn so much from them.
Yeah.
And maybe even share some of our, you know, earthly knowledge.
Totally. It'd be like a two-way street of learning and understanding.
Like, imagine the breakthroughs in science, technology, art, music. Even, it'd be like a giant cosmic melting pot of, like, ideas and experiences.
Like, who knows? Maybe we could teach them how to make pizza.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Pizza is, like, the great unifier.
A universal language.
I think everyone could get behind that.
Yeah.
But speaking of alien experiences, have you ever thought about what their food would be like?
That's a good question.
Like, do they even have taste buds?
I don't know.
Or do they, like, absorb nutrients through their skin?
I mean, honestly,
who knows?
Like, imagine.
Their biology could be so different from ours.
Okay, picture this.
Okay.
You're at an alien dinner party.
Right.
There's, like, glowing goo in one bowl, steaming rocks in another.
Yeah.
And a plate of, like, pulsating bioluminescent slugs.
I think I'll stick with my pizza.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
But maybe some of it would be surprisingly delicious.
Yeah, you never know.
Like, what if they're, like, you know, their version of, like, a space movie?
Yeah.
Tasted like pure joy. You never know. That's part of the excitement.
I know, right?
Of exploring the unknown.
Exactly. Which brings me to something I wanted to share with our listeners.
Okay.
If you're fascinated by exploring new cultures and experiences, even if they're right here on Earth, I highly recommend checking out this YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's called Mickytolife.
Micky-to-life.
Travel and drink reviews.
Okay, cool.
So they go all over the world trying different foods and drinks, sharing their adventures.
Yeah.
It's a really great way to, like, get a taste of different cultures and maybe even some inspiration for your next trip.
I have to check it out.
You totally should.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe someday they'll be reviewing alien beverages on a distant planet.
That would be cool.
A girl can dream, right? Well, on that note, it's time to wrap up another deep dive. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through the cosmos.
It's always a pleasure.
It is.
To chat about the big questions.
And remember, keep looking up at the stars.
Yes.
Keep asking questions.
Absolutely.
And never lose that sense of wonder.
For sure.
You never know what mysteries the universe holds for us.
That's right.
Until next time.
See ya.